Hey, what's that? It's your boy SUTHSID, through on in, ain't no E on the end. Welcome to Dead in the Mix, the show. Hey, before we go any farther, let's clap it up, y'all. Hey, y'all running them subscribers up, y'all running them views up. I just want to tell y'all, thank y'all. Here over here, Dead in the Mix, we thank all of y'all for supporting what we got going on over here. Shout out to DJ R3dd with the 3, no E, with 2 D's, man, for coming over here and stepping to the plate like he's supposed to, man. Like a real G supposed to, man. I know y'all like the new segments we done added on. I know y'all like the on the road thing, right? So if you're a business out there and y'all want us to come pull up on you, come to your habitat, come to your backyard, dig in your playground and see what you got going on, make sure y'all tap that number in at the end of the show, man. Give us a call, man. Let us know and we'll set that up ASAP, man. But today, we got a fire show today. Like I say, man, I call my people up from H-Time. I say, hey, bro, I need you to come give him some game right quick. He say, what? He on his way. So he on I-10. You know me, I stay I-10 connected just like Boss, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Clover G Boss. You know how we do, man, from Houston to Beaumont. You know the movie called I-10, right? So you know we touch wherever I-10 go. So when my people come through, y'all gonna see what we got going on. Dead in the Mix. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and we out this thing. Stay with me.
I got royalty inside my DNA. Cocaine quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though, ambition, flow inside my DNA. I was born like this, it's born like this, immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this, which yells you a new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate, then off your fucking head. This that put the kids to bed. This that I got realness, I just kill shit cause it's in my DNA.
Hey, what's that? This your boy SUTHSID, through on in, ain't no E on the end. And welcome to Dead in the Mix, the show.
Flex up, stretch out, big bands, whoa, whoa. 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 Flex up, stretch out.
I hear a knock at the door. Who is that knocking at the door? Hey, the door unlocked. Come on in. Oh, snap! It's that boy, DJ R3dd and Tony, the T-shirt guy. Man, what's up, bro? Oh, the boys came fresh off of I-10. What's up, baby?
All right.
Y'all right? Hey, man. Welcome, man. Welcome.
Yes, sir.
Man, I wish I had something to give y'all, man, for coming so long, like a warm towel or, you know what I'm saying, a blanket or a cerveza or something, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Well, welcome to Dead in the Mix of the show, man. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, man.
I appreciate you for having me.
Man.
Appreciate it.
100, man. So, you know, we got...
Y'all know what it is, man. At Dead in the Mix. Hey, man, it's going down like 4 flats without a jack, no Hollywood stuff, but we're going to put on the act, man. And that's a fact, Jack. Check it out, man. Barrel the Great, a.k.a. Ferris Khan Abdullah, man, a.k.a. Worldwide Executive Protection Services, man. The best in the business, man. Hey, stay up and stay down, man. We everywhere.
The other thing is this I want you to learn. I want you to go around all over the streets and you make yourself a protector. You go in and you make sure these guys are all safe, okay? You offer them an order of protection for a small nominal fee. And that's the way you do it. You walk in and you tell them, hey, you know, we're gonna take care of your business, but you gotta pay us X amount of dollars a week. So you collect from them, you bring it to us, we give you your piece, and you're earning money for the family. And then you go up and up and up the pole.
All these views out here, right? We got like a billion people, and they in Africa, they in St. Thomas, they in Bahrain, they in Brazil,
Africa, bro. Shout out to
you feel me?
You know what I'm saying? My numbers be jumping up there. I think I'm famous up there. Real
Hey,
talk, man. I appreciate y'all. We on the last one, we was around about 10 million views in about 8 months, man. I appreciate the love y'all give us. I appreciate y'all following us and tapping in with us, man. That's love, and I like to say is I thank y'all and I appreciate it.
So, with that being said, man, who is you? Who are you?
No, man, I'm just a simple guy. You know, people call me Miguel, people call me TR. You know, TR Apparel is my brand. That's something I've been running with for a while. I do a little bit of everything. You know, I'm tapped in the city, different cities, different states. I'm kind of all over the place. I don't fit in with no certain type of group or nothing. I'm just accepted by everybody. You know what I'm saying? So we get to move and we tap in with a lot of different people. So we try to help out when we can in a lot of different ways.
So, Tony, the T-shirt guy, man. What did you snatch that name from? What made you be the T-shirt guy?
That's been, I mean, it was from either doing mechanic work or doing T-shirts.
Okay.
So yeah, it developed in time.
So give me one was the first T-shirt that you made, that you designed.
Damn.
Oh yeah, I'm over here. I'll run you through it over here, did in the mix.
Really? I think my first design was, sheesh, I can't even remember. Tell you the truth, man. There's so many that I've done so many.
So give me one of your.
As a matter of fact, you're right. Straight from Houston.
Straight from Houston.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Mr. TR, what is the TR? What does that mean? Where do you derive that name from? What is the concept behind it?
It could mean a lot of things. It all depends where you're at, who you are, where you're from, where you stand at the moment. TR can mean trap apparel, you know. It could mean TR apparel. It could mean a lot of different things.
Church of Royalties apparel.
You know, everything, you know. So it's really like I said, it's where you at. Like I move around so much, you know. Like 1 minute I might be talking to a pastor about something going on, youth outreach, you know, trying to help out the youth or something. So I don't want to be trap apparel while I'm doing that. That's TR apparel. You know, but when I'm in a trap and I'm comfortable and I'm, you know, when we pop in the trunk and we got 4 or 5 different designs, we trap. You know, I'm popping my trunk. I'm getting it out. I'm getting it out of the net. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, so that's where it kind of represents me because it's like at the end of the day, I'm still the same person. You know what I'm saying? No matter how you approach me, you're gonna get a different answer depending on what kind of question you have. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still gonna stand behind it. So the trap apparel, TR apparel, when you look at it, it's the same. It just depends on how you see it.
I respect it, man. Okay, so Tony, what made you start messing with the mechanic work, bro?
I was my dance. It was a thing that my dad was
Okay.
It was a mechanic.
Really?
It was not my thing, though. It was not my thing.
But it's something that worked for you, though, because obviously you made a profit off of it, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, I got paid for it. It was labor.
I mean, I feel like my dad had a big sales shop, so I was on the other end. I had to wash the car,
Yeah.
clean the inside, make sure we put the black magic on the tires, all that. Yeah.
I hated it. I mean, for his line of work, it's good money.
And then I didn't make any money until I got into my 20s. So imagine from 12 to 22, I never seen the paycheck from my dad. He was like,
Time investment.
that look, and this is so he's like, hey, don't your key work when you stick it in the door? Don't you have the new shoes on? Don't you eat whatever you want? I already paid it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Don't
So,
cut the yard, you won't get on the
yeah,
check.
you feel me?
Because it goes down when you see other kids, you know, they might not have the newest shoes, they might not have the newest nothing, but y'all sit there and play video games all day. Yeah, my dad makes me get up and go to work, and I got to work for what I want. But at the end of the day, if I see it and I want it, I know my dad got it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we grow up, and like you said, I hate doing mechanics, you hate doing detailing and stuff like that. But you still grinding. You still doing detailing. He's still fixing cars. Y'all just switched it for a different, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's still the same thing. The grind is the thing you already did.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all hear it,
That's
right?
why it matters, bro.
Y'all hear it, right? Grind, man. The grind don't never stop, right?
No, it don't.
But you know what I'm saying? I've been knowing you 20 years, right? You know what I'm saying? So like, we can really go through there, right? But that's what we have normally the Walter Concrete interview segment for. You know what I'm saying? But today, we gonna do it a little different. You know what I'm saying? We gonna sit around the table. We gonna break bread. We gonna go in the in-depth interview, and also give them some game. We're not gonna cheat them on this game.
Nah.
We're not gonna cheat them on this thing. We're gonna give them something that they can possibly even make $1 off of once they
Well, you for
watch
sure
this.
gonna make some money off of it.
Y'all heard that,
Just
right?
watching, you gonna make some money. If you don't make no money from listening to what we got to tell y'all and listening to how we came up and how we started making money, then you just don't want to make no money. I can run you down the whole play, and then I know 75-80% of people gonna say, man, Miguel, I ain't got no money, I can't make it happen, bro. They got payment plans, they got Afterpay, they got Klarna, they got all kind of different things you can use to order everything you have to order from the internet, and then you can have it delivered to your front door within a week. You could be pressing your own merchandise. You could be doing what you just have to want to do it. And like
Don't give it too much. Hey man, Dead in the Mix. Like I told you, Walter Concrete interview segment. Y'all don't want to miss this one. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. Y'all think they should subscribe?
They have to.
Y'all think they should like it?
y'all like it, it's disrespectful.
Disrespectful, man. That part. Hey, one more time, I need y'all to put y'all plugs in on y'all podcast, so that way the people that's watching here can make sure they watch y'all as well, bro.
Y'all can check us out at True Trip for the Spill podcast, you know, and really all y'all gonna find over there is real life topics and real life situations with real life people. I don't care what's going on social media. I don't care who's making what, who's doing this. At the end of the day, it's not helping them. You know, all this drama and all this negativity and all that, it's not leading to nothing positive, you know. So I just want to deal with people who on some real life, you know, goals, and I'm trying to help y'all get there through my experiences and everything I go through. You know, depression, mental health, all those type of things. That's real spill, you know, like how we say. That's a real everyday situation. And as men, a lot of times we don't want to talk about it because somebody might laugh about it, somebody going, what might they say, what might they think? And the first thing we gotta do as men is we want to claim to be men so heavy and so big, right? We pump out our chest. I'm a man, but why you care about when anybody thinks about you?
Hey, shout out to everybody. This is fam, LB 2 Minds. I'm talking about we're gonna jump on 10, be on 10 by 10. Look, let's go.
Look, it's either keep your shoes clean or you gon' touch that dirt. Get it out the mud. If it's worth the risk, just hit that switch and make it bounce. Some of us chose to go a different route. Same goal, just trying to make it out from a place where all our roots dry. True products of the South, where grandmamas be praying daily that you make it back up in that house when you leave. And I'm just trying to chase a dream, getting sidetracked from a cold squeeze. Baddest piece of game I ever seen. Trying to recruit.
We're about to go in, right? We're going to get it from him. We're going to get it from him. You're going to hear it from me. And I think Uncle 4-5 still here, so he going to be in it as well. Shout out to the cameraman. Hey, man, my bro brought his home set up, man. Shout out to KJ the Great getting them 712s in, man. But, man, bro, it's an honor to get Dead in the Mix for show. Let's go!
Oh damn, I feel like a hot shot. Got them red bustin' on me riding in a drop top. Do it for the fans, so I've been working non-stop. They done love the kid before the button even popped out. Lately I've been feeling like the top dog. I'm that nigga who be getting all the shots called. Nutty bitch, let me pull up, get my rocks out. I pull a litty, get it jumping like it's Chris Crow. Really I'm the big dog. Niggas they be hating, baby, put up 2 fly. And niggas they be faking, had to read between the lines.
Hey, what's stacking? We back at Dead in the Mix. What y'all want to name this segment? This something new.
I don't know. True Trip for the Spill.
In the mix. 2 drill for the spill in the mix. That's what we gonna do today right now. So I'm here with, I know him as Miguel, y'all know him as TR. Okay, what made you jump into the music game, bro?
Man, when I first started doing music, it was promotion, right? I knew a couple of guys. It was this promoter. I'm not gonna say his name, because, you know, but it was this promoter. He was charging everybody. He was charging artists $500 basically for open mic. It wasn't even an event. It was just an open mic, right? So he was charging. So I had 2 people that I knew paid them $500 a piece. We go to the show. Now, mind you, we pull it up at about 100 people. You know, we're gonna keep it real. We're Mexicans. We had about 3 trucks and we filled them up. You know what I'm saying? There was about 100 of them. So we showed up and neither one of them got to perform.
Wow.
So I'm like, bro, I'm sitting there talking shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, bro, y'all done paid them $500 a piece. That's $1,000. It's about 100 of them. And we all paid to get in. Every single one of us paid to get in on top of the $1,000 we already paid. You know what I'm saying? I like this bullshit. I like for this. Bro, I could put it together. You know what I'm saying? Shit, give me 2,000. You know, I'm running my house and shit. And one of the guys, he was already, man, he's like, man, I'm already hot behind him doing this. He's like, you over here don't know how to shut the fuck up. I said, well, all right, then I said, well, keep getting ripped off then. He said, well, you think it's so easy to do it. He said, won't you do it? I said, well, shit, you gonna give me the same money you gave him? And he said, yeah, that means you gonna shut the fuck up. I said, all right, bet. You only need $2,000. You know what I'm saying? Watch what I can do with $2,000. So what I do, I ran the same play. I'm already seeing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So I ran the same play, and I was like, but if we take this $2,000, we really could put on people to perform for free. Because now we paying for the whole event. We renting out the club. They didn't even know how much it was to rent out the club. Now we renting out the club with that same $2,000, and we printing flyers, and we doing everything. I'm doing everything the other promoter wasn't doing with the same amount of money. So now I'm going home with no money, but bro, we had a good show. We had 200 people, 300 people show up, 100 people show up. You know, I'm taking a little bit of that $1,000, and I'm getting people like at the time I was doing a lot with Pirates. That's when he was signing ABM. You know, so I bring people out like Pirates. Pirates bringing 100 people by himself. You know, so then if we got 3 or 4 other local artists coming to perform with them, and we're not charging them, you know, or we charging them $50, $60, you know, then we using that money that we getting, we putting it into investing into making the bigger shows. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really not going home with no money. You know, so I got caught up in the music business like that, doing somebody a favor, and then they liked the way I did it. And then they
shout out to the one who thought he couldn't do it, man.
Yeah, man, shout out to you guys, bro. Shout out to you.
Nah, real talk. Because I remember too, you know, that's when I kind of met you too. Yeah. Because there was this dude named Mark Anthony that was making people pay, like basically sell tickets, which was the same thing as, you know what I mean, like you say, the 500, and then we wasn't even getting shot, like we wasn't even getting to get on the stage, and we were coming from Beaumont at the time, you know what I mean? So I understand exactly what you're talking about. So once we did clean up with you, like the shows were constant, and we were able to run shows with a lot of big names, you know, in the H-Town business. Well, Tony, man, you know what I'm saying? I ain't just gonna let you sit over here, you know what I'm saying, all quiet and stuff, man.
1, 2, 3, yeah. Whoa, yeah. Billie Jean.
You know, so when it comes down to what you're trying to push right now, what would be your legacy right now? If you was to stop right now, if you say it's no more Tony the T-shirt guy, what would be your legacy that you really gave him, that you left?
Shit, man, I've been in it for over 26 years, so basically, I mean, everybody's gonna know. I mean, out of control. Out of control creation is my priority. Okay. So that's the one I've been pushing ever since. But I don't know. I always thought, man, I'll leave my shirt come to a vintage store one day and nobody buys it from the vintage store. That shit was vintage. That's fine. Yeah. That's fine. So
where did you get the actual the drive to be able to have the longevity in his career? Because, you know, 20 plus years, that's not something just, you know, I know we just seen big name brands disappear within the next.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Me, more like, I mean, I guess when I started this, I didn't think about it as a big thing either. It was just a t-shirt. I started to see it more as like, damn, t-shirt, I was going to need it like a mechanic too. You always need a mechanic or something. Same thing. You always need a shirt every day, no matter what it is, you know. Just but now it's about the creativity. You know, how much can you develop in that one idea the person gives you?
So what was the standout shirt for you that you saw that somebody else created that made
Echo Unlimited.
respect.
I used to print a lot for them. Okay. Yaga, Echo Unlimited, South Pole, and all that.
Okay, yes sir.
I did print a lot.
Okay.
Before it started to fade away.
I got you.
I know that we don't want to Fuji.
Yeah.
You know, that was big. So he was wearing it a lot for a while. Like, man, how could he know about that? You know, I didn't really put it out to me because I'm just printing this stuff for people and doing their stuff, but never got to like see it around and wearing it.
Yeah, it makes sense now, huh? Yeah. Respect. So, big dog, man, in 2026, man, it's a lot of crazy things going on, man. How is your mental?
Man, it's all over the place, but it's good. You know, it's all over the that's what, you know, we can get through whatever no matter what kind of obstacles you have in your path, you can get through them as long as you have control of your mind. You don't have to have control of the situation, you just have control of your mind.
So being that you have to have control of your mind and not the situation, that gets tiresome sometimes, right? So what like, I mean, not tiresome, but heavy. So what would be something that you would do to give yourself a mental break? Because I mean, we got millions of people out here that have different things that may be on their mind, and you know, they see the success story in front of them right here with you two guys. So we need to, you know, tap into, you know, certain things, like some people do yoga, some people cook, like we mentioned saying, some people rap, some people sing. What would be one of the things that you would do?
Man, I think, I really don't know how to explain it. Like, to me, the biggest thing was acceptance. Okay. In every way, in every angle of my life. And once I learned, I'm not gonna say how to I mastered acceptance, but once I learned how to accept it, then it was easier for me to go through life, because you could put certain situations in front of me, and when I look at it, and I'm gonna look at it in a couple of different ways, and then I realize that I have no control over that situation, then it's easy for me to accept that and let it go. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm gonna move accordingly of how I want the outcome to be, but my moves don't necessarily mean that I'm gonna get the outcome from it. You know, but I already accepted that. So whenever, if something doesn't go my way throughout the process, I'm really not tripping. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I still have control of my mental. And I know if that doesn't work that way, it's cool. We just won't. Because I already got a backup plan.
You're doing what you're doing your way.
You know what I mean? But you accept, you have to accept that you cannot control every situation. Because if not, we go crazy just trying to control the situation. And when it's something that we could have easily found a way to maneuver and get the outcome we wanted, because we're so stuck on it not going our way, we
sleep on it.
Or you might just slaughter the whole thing. When you could have easily played it and got what you wanted, but because you didn't get it your way, you had no mental control of what you were doing, so you just messed everything.
And that's why a lot of people, I would say, they would be self-sabotage, right? A lot of people do that. What about you, Tony, the t-shirt guy? What do you do to give yourself a mental break?
I print more shirts.
I respect that.
I focus into my studio and stuff.
Hey, man, I respect that. Uncle 4-5, man, you sitting over here ducked out like you in a cool spot, man. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it high, goddamn. What's some of the things you do to give yourself a mental break?
Yeah, exactly.
Just review my thoughts, my visions, my future. Sometimes, definitely steal by his thoughts. Just sit down and be still. We got all that, a lot of times we have problems. We so busy looking for the answer, and that's right there in our face.
He's not listening to it.
That's a good thing to say.
And when
You gonna sit down,
two great guys.
the
Tell me
universe is gonna sit you down.
Ooh, you don't want
When
this
the
sit
universe
down.
is telling you to sit down and you do not listen, the universe will sit you
You don't
down.
want this sit down. No.
There's a lot of pressure.
No, boy, for real. So, TR Apparel, man, like I say, I know him as Miguel, you know what I'm saying? But TR Apparel, actually, I know him as Texas Promoter, you know what I'm saying? Then we go to TR Apparel, you know what I'm saying? So, you navigating from the music industry into the textile industry. What made you even get into that lane?
Again, bro, my life keeps coming back to, like I said earlier, I was cool with a lot of different people. So I could go chill with you today, I could go chill with him tomorrow, and then I could come back and chill with you, and there was never no, you know what I'm saying? Because I would never go over there and talk about nobody with nobody else. You know, I just move with different people. So it's like, if I like tie-dye, I didn't have to worry about people laughing at me because I was wearing tie-dye, because I go chill with a group of people that wore tie-dye. If I feel like today I'm dressed on in Jordans and you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm probably going to be in 8 homes all day. So, you know, that's just not because I'm trying to fit in, so this is just my outfit. So I know what side of where I'm be moving with, you know. So that helped me a lot to be able to just be me because I could really wear whatever I wanted. I didn't even have to try to be like fit in with my certain people group of friends, or I wouldn't have to fit in with nobody. So I was free to do whatever. So having him, you know, there for me ever since I was younger, it was always like one of those things again. Like, bro, you always complaining about this clothes. I was like, bro, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy the same shit you buy. We gonna look the same. Now I gotta check in with you, make sure you're not gonna wear it this Saturday so that I can wear it. That was my biggest thing, you know what I'm saying? So what we doing? You know, and I was like, bro, that's dumb. I don't want to do that. And he was like, well, why don't you just start drawing your own stuff and then I'll just print them for you. That's fine. I said, for real? He said, yeah. So I was like, all right, bet. I was like, so you make it sound that easy, but then here, boom, he come back and give me the shirt. I was like, oh, you actually gonna do it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, you know, so he gave me a box of blank shirts and he's like, here, you need to sell these. And I started laughing like, bro, they don't have nothing on them. And he's like, well, you always claim to be a hustler. He said, a hustler can sell anything. He said, if you can't sell that box of shirts, then you're not really a hustler.
So they ain't really got no true friends. You ain't got somebody like
oh, no, for real. I'm God.
You feel me? Like, cause I mean, there's, I don't know what could be solid or more trill or real or whatever words you want to call in that aspect for someone to see somebody and even just, you know what I'm saying, you know, believe in them. Like,
yeah, you that's needed, bro. That's needed because it's like he's been there for me in so many ways. Even though, like for example, when I be out of town, he'll be at the store 9, 10 o'clock at night at my store. 9, 10 o'clock at night, he's like, hey, bro, you had somebody place some orders. You're not gonna be back for a couple of days. I'm coming. Well, he's leaving his shop. What he's doing, instead of going home to chill, he's coming go by my shop just to make sure that all my orders are fulfilled, so my customers are happy. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't not once have I ever received an invoice from this man. Yeah. Not once has he ever said, well, we want to me. I ain't not one time have I heard no. Not one time have I heard no slip comment from hey man, you know, so and so said. Not even a rumor, bro.
I ain't got no friends like that. You ain't got no friends, man.
Some people got family that don't rock like
real talk. Real talk. We just had this conversation off camera, bro. Like, no, for real, bro. Like, this so fire. So you jumped into this. You jumped into making your shirts.
Yeah, for me. I just wanted to buy stuff for me, just for me. I didn't
care
about
want to look like nobody else.
Exactly. So I didn't want nobody else to look like me, you know. And then my people, well, my parents, they're like, so you know, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm working with Tommy. Man, Thomas ain't got no job. He's a kid. I said, no, he got a car and everything. What you need? So I'm helping him out. So we kept doing that, and it was like. So my dad was like, well, we really do clothes, and you know, somebody wanted some construction. One of my uncles wanted me to do something for construction. So I was like, yeah, you know how Mexicans are. You know, all you gotta do is one thing for one uncle, and then the whole family's like, oh, that's what you do. So everybody just run behind and support it. They're like, man, we need stucco, we need fencing, we need concrete, we need all. You know what I'm saying? And we were just like, man, run it. So that's when my idea was like. Bro, I see people doing clothes, and it's like everybody's like, you go to the flea market, you see 10 different people selling clothes, right? 10 different little shops selling clothes. They all have the same Virgin Mary shirt. They all have the same Jesus shirt. You know what I'm saying? They just sell it for different prices. So I was like, I don't want to sit here and compete with nobody. So instead of sitting here and competing with y'all behind selling one shirt, I'm going to come through and I'm going to compete with whoever's printing all of y'all shirts. And then I'm going to just be the provider. Because I ain't gonna sit here and you know what I'm saying? Let me just, you know, I'm gonna cut off the middleman and I'm gonna come back because I am the middleman. Yeah. You know, but me not being greedy always helped me. So I was like, hey look bro, we can make, but we only make like $50. You'd be like, okay, so what? What you gotta do? I'd be like, nothing, just give me, he'd be like, all you gonna do is give me the order. Yeah. All right, then you making $50 for nothing. You know, and that's where the whole, nah bro, I'm gonna break bread with you. Which is 25 a piece. You know what I mean? Let's go get something to eat. Why are we even breaking it down? Let's just go get something to eat. Let's go eat.
That fits pretty well. So one day we were thinking about you driving to Grand Marquis or Redwood. we put a sticker in the back that says Sunday printing.
That's the best promotion I ever did. Sunday screen print, and I still remember the name. Sunday screen print. I had business cards and everything.
Because they were asking for it, like, okay, what you got anything? Like,
Yeah.
just had to put a sticker in Sunday.
So,
With
it was a joke.
Yeah.
It was a
That's
joke.
dope as fuck, right?
People would ask me, say,
That's
man,
dope.
when you gonna have my order Sunday, bro?
Yeah, no, that's dope. That's why I started laughing, bro. That shit funny. But look, you know, me and you, all three of us, we know about the different styles of printing on shirts, right? So when you jumped out there, can you go into, because you know, now, we know the game now. We know the game now, right? With this DTF, we know about it, we know the game now. But can you take us to the throwback to the original, the vinyl and the screen printing? Yeah, you feel me? Give us the game, because you know, there's some youngsters out there that got a little DTL print at their house, and they like, oh, these guys making it seem like it's so hard, and da-da-da-da, but man, let the boys know how it really was back then, man.
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this. There's something he told me. He said, anybody you share an idea with, and they try to make the idea seem hard, is because they don't want to see you do it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, bro, you my people, right? So if you come at me with an idea, and I see any holes in that idea, I'm gonna bring them up. I'm gonna say, hey, look, bro, you know what I would be scared of. What I would be scared of is this, that, this, and that. So if you gonna do it, run it. But I don't, you know what I'm saying? Just maybe look out for these things.
Yeah.
But I'm never gonna tell you don't do it. I'm never gonna tell you that it's dumb. I'm never gonna down talk your idea because that's your idea.
And you know what? A lot of people, I had this conversation with some youngsters before. I told them to beware of defeated people. Yeah. See, that person is not a defeated person. That's not a person that was told no and just say, well, I just won't try it no more. I'm just gonna do, you know what I'm saying, the norm. He still stayed on his grind, and he was able to feed that into you, and y'all were able to bounce off each other, you feel me? And therefore y'all able to still be able to stand in front of us as business owners and men, not, you know, somebody that works somewhere for somebody, you know what I mean? And so like, that's dope, bro. So the first shirts were what type of texture? Vinyl. They were straight vinyl? One color vinyl. So tell hey,
block.
Just block.
You know what I'm saying?
There's no vinyl, it's block.
Yeah, because I'm different.
Tell them how it is to try and make it multicolored and layered.
Man, look, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I've been blessed my whole life. Right, like I said, I done said it a couple of times. I'm gonna say it again, man. This man here, if it wasn't for him, it was really always. He always made sure that my ideas came to life, no matter how difficult it was, no matter how impossible it was, because his whole thing was always, let me show you it's possible. He never wanted to hear me say, this comes from his mouth. He never wanted to hear me say, I can't do it, I don't know how to do it.
So let me stop right there. Where you get this from, bro? Who is you? Where you get this from? Because but man, this gotta come from somewhere, because that's not something that's normal, bro. In this day and age, we don't have them type of people, bro. So you gotta, I know you have some kind of backstory on how you became the person that you are, bro. Because some people might not.
I don't really know. Like I said, my idea was being somehow rebuilding transmissions. You know, and I thought it was money. You know, I was making $800,000 a week. I was only 15.
Okay.
But then at the end, my hands, everything was just getting hurt. You know, especially that kerosene. You know, after watching all those metals. And then one day, my uncle said, "Hey, you know what, man? Your tia, she works at this print shop. I said, if you want to do that, you can do that. Try it out." I thought about it. All right, let's see what's up. But I went from making $1,000 to making $500 a week, you know. But I said, okay, I'm gonna try it though. I'm gonna try it. And from there on, I don't know, just I guess touching colors. You know, I like colors. I like colors a lot. And I like to combine colors together to see what else can you stretch it with. You know. So once I got into the t-shirt thing, it snapped on me real quick. You know.
But what made you be the person that you are, bro? Because like, as a motivator, as a believer in other people's dreams, because that's the thing about a dream. A dream is something that we all see when we close our eyes.
Well, I'm gonna cut you off real quick. I'm gonna say something. So some people gonna understand, some people not gonna understand.
Thanks.
I'm not trying to answer the question for him. What I am gonna say is, sometimes, bro, it's all behind. He don't even realize what he's doing.
Thanks.
Because it's so genuine and he's just doing it from the heart. You asking him a question, he don't know the answer.
And I respect it.
Because he don't even realize.
I respect it.
He don't even realize what he's doing.
I respect
You know what I'm
it.
saying?
And that's why I say, y'all, if y'all don't have a friend like this, y'all don't really have a friend, because that's what they really call genuine.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, that's fire, bro. Like, so that's why I'm just trying to put it, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we all been through certain things. Like, there's certain things in life that make us say we're not gonna be this type of way. Or if I get in a certain position, I'm gonna be able, I wanna do it this way. You know what I mean?
Well, sometimes it's just, and I'm gonna say it, you know, because like I said, I'm kind of answering the phone because I know he's just like,
Just,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's in his own space.
Yeah,
But it's just like, when you grow up with not too much of anything,
oh, I overstand.
you know what I'm saying?
I overstand.
Then it makes you just want to not be in that situation, right? So because I don't want to be in that situation, and you my people, and I cook for you, and we always together, and I know what that situation is like, I don't ever want to see you in
No, I respect
So
you.
you know what, bro? This is what I had to do to get myself out of that situation. I've seen him. I know him. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him get through his situation by himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even when I've been like, bro, you know how to get, he's like, yeah, bro, I gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? How can I, you know, share my story if I don't go through it?
That's
You know,
resilience,
so the best I can do is just, it's like, I'm waiting, like, something happens, bro, I got you. You know, you ain't never gonna fall. Might tumble a little bit, but you ain't gonna fall.
That's
you know?
fine, bro.
And that's just like, and that's just the person he is. And I think, you know, like I said, me coming from where I come from and watching my parents, like, bro, my dad was barbecue and he feed the whole street. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, and that was like every weekend thing, you know, so that's how I grew up. You know, so with me and him, it's like, bro, I know he don't care about money, he don't care about none of that, so it's just like, we just move on just.
So I understand, right? I understand, because like, that's how I feel about you, right? I understand it, right? But in this day and age, that's not great. So that's why that's the only reason why you understand what you see what I'm doing, right?
I do have people behind me that I trained as printers and everything else, and they seen it too. I've gotten calls from her. Hey, Tomas, how you doing? This and that, man. You know, I just want to appreciate you.
Yeah.
Everything you done for me, you know, you taught me how to do
No,
this
for
and that.
real.
I get emotional sometimes about it.
I mean, like, bro, like, and that's why, and I'm not trying to just stay on that, but I mean, I have to, because it's like, it's not something that's common, bro. Like, it's the same, like, your story to him is like my story with him. You know what I mean? Like, we just, you feel me? Like, we just say,
that's how you keep
you feel me? Like,
if you bring somebody
you feel me?
that you mess with all the time, they gonna look at you, they gonna say the same thing. So you see what we're doing, we just passing it on.
So
that's how easy
that's
it is.
why I
That's
wanted
all you
to.
gotta do is just, when people tell you just pass it on, you literally just pass it on. You know what I'm saying? He looked out for me, he made sure I was good, you know, and that was in life. And like we said earlier, bro, the hustle is, it don't matter if it's t-shirts, it don't matter if you're a mechanic, you wash cars, whatever, it's the same hustle, it's just different merchandise. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that, and then to see somebody there that you know just want to see you win, just to see you win, just to say, man, my boy got a new car, my boy did this.
That's how we used to be.
That's how we used to be,
you know.
man.
And then go for a ride.
You remember boy had a car, hey, I got 2 12s at the house, hey, I got some springs over here, but let's put it together. Bro,
I got the gas, let's go.
That's love, bro. Like, and we need to get it back to that, man, because that's when people were good, bro. Like, that's how we came up. That was our era, bro. And, you know, the reason, like I say, I apologize if I keep harping on it, but this is my clothing line, Out the Mud Millionaires. And if it wouldn't be for this guy right here, I wouldn't have it. You know what I mean? I reached out to Miguel and was like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, I got this concept of Out the Mud Millionaires. And he was like, say, man, send me the colors. Tell me what colors you want. He was like, you got a design for it? I was like, nah, bro. I just know I wanted to say Out the Mud Millionaires on the shirt, bro. And he was like, hey, man, well, send me this. And I sent it to him, and it came to my doorstep. And I should have mashed on it then because I sold out instantly. But I had so much other things, like I was dealing with divorce, all that type of stuff going on, you know. You feel me? And so last year,
run that order. We ran it at the shop.
you feel me? See how things work out. So I jumped back out there last year and things like, bro, I've been profiting, like especially with you blessing me meeting, you know, our other brother, like bro, like things with Houston DTF, you know what I mean? Like bro, like
shout out to Houston DTF.
I know you said one of these Houston DTF transfer.
Man, like with him and with you, like he was on my ass, like say, man, you should be doing this and this and this a day.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's
and I was like,
right.
yeah, you feel me?
That's that pressure.
And I'm like, man, to me it sounds far-fetched. But he's showing, he like, bro, you should be able to do this. You rap, you do this, you should be able to do this. And like, it always was motivation. Like even with you turning me on to him, like you had no reason to. You had a whole tornado hit y'all area, black out y'all store where I couldn't even come to you, bro. And you was like, hey, just hold on. And you sent me straight to him, bro. So like I say, man, I gotta stay on. These are some real brothers, like, you know what I'm saying, real family. And then I met you at the movie shoot, which, speaking of movie shoots, I sent you what I sent you. I need you to get 10 people so we can get y'all with y'all segment of IT in the movie. We gonna get all that running. Yeah. I sent it to him and told him. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I ain't playing this year, man. We dropped our 10. We did 34,000 within 3 weeks on views. You know what I'm saying? With no promotion, just, you know, word of mouth on Facebook. So, you know what I mean? That's pushing us to drop more, and we're gonna chop it into segments. So that's why I want to get y'all. I want to make it like we can. One minute we're in Houston, next minute we may be in Cali, next minute we're in Florida, but wherever we at, we're off our team. You feel me? You feel me? Because it's a lot of places to touch. Just to run it up, you know what I mean? Put us on the map, you know what I mean? Most definitely put TR Apparel on the map, man. So that's why I need you to get your people together. You know what I'm saying? I already got it in my mind how we gonna base it off the stores, you know what I'm saying? Nothing dummy. All on some giving the kids the game on the smart. That's what it's about, man. I got you. That's what it's about, because,
you know, everything, man, even down to the movies, you know, I have cartoon characters, I have pillows of
bro. That's what I was getting into that. Bro, like
in 100.
Dude, what's stacking? This your boy SUTH SID 3 on the end, ain't no E on the end. Welcome to Dead in the Mix, the show. Y'all like what's going on? You see what we got popping, right? You want to get your ads on here? You got something that you're trying to promote? Email below. Tap that right there. If anything else, get in touch with Eric T over there, 102.5, the radio station. That's how we gonna do it. Let's make you great. Let's make us great, and we'll be great together. Dead in the Mix, the show.
Let me see you on Instagram. Let me see if you got the guts.
Just let me see some. Just let me see some. Let me see you go to work.
Anybody in 100
Dude,
years will want to
I seen an action figure of you. I done seen pillows of you. Like, your action figure come with accessories. Like, bro, like,
I got my necklaces, bro.
What is it that you don't do, bro?
I don't do nothing. Man. It's all love. Like,
That's real, bro. That is
all
real.
love, man. Shout out to my boy, man. He sent me the pillow. He said, hey, bro, he said, I was sitting at the house. He said, I was talking to my wife, and she was looking at the art I was doing for you. And he's like, she said, you need a pillow. So we made the pillow and we shot it to you. That's fine. We put it at the store. And then, you know, me joking around, I was like, man, anybody want a pillow?
I seen when you posted.
Bro, people start ordering the pillow, and I was like, man, what? Man, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Are you getting creativity?
Yeah, that's what
I love it, bro. And see, one thing about Houston that a lot of people, I know a lot of y'all H-Time, you know, a lot of the H-Time watching, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of the people that's on the outskirts that, you know about Houston, but y'all that may not know about the H. It's impossible for you not to become a millionaire in Houston, bro. All you gotta do is have a game and put that game down, man. Whether you selling stocks for $1 or you selling it stocks for $1,000, it's impossible for you not to be a millionaire. Go ask Mattress Mac. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. You feel me? Like everybody, the J Princes, everyone, you know, it's the South Walkers, whoever you want to name, the Texas promoters, the TR Apparels, the, you know what I'm saying, the Tony the T-shirt guys. Ask them about it, man. Real talk, man. But look, on some right now topics, man. The way things going on right now, man. What game would you give a young beginner?
Man, I would tell myself, really, bro, just the same, man. I can really honestly say, like I said, man, you know me a long time, he's known me a long time, bro. I can't sit here and lie. Like, most of my life, I just stay true to myself. And that's I know a lot of people say that because it sounds cool, but I mean, like, really stay true to yourself. Like, you can really go in the restroom and brush your teeth. You can look yourself in your eyes in the mirror and you're comfortable with yourself. You're proud of yourself. You can talk to yourself, give yourself advice. You know what I'm saying? You have to be your own best friend. And I learned that at a very young age, that in order for me to go outside, then I have to be comfortable with me. You know, because you can't tell me nothing about me to hurt my feelings because I already know it and I accepted it. It goes back to acceptance. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this is one of the reasons why I feel like people don't go around talking bad about me, you know what I'm saying, even making up rumors and everything like that, because too many people know how I move. So if you say something funny about me, if you disrespect me in any type of way, people gonna question it before they accept it. You know what I'm saying? And the only way you can do that for yourself is by being true to yourself. You know, because that's what matters. What other people say about you doesn't matter, because that's what they're saying about you. What they could prove about you is what matters. You know what I'm saying? So don't go through life trying to make people happy because you're going to make yourself unhappy. Go through life making yourself happy, and then once you're happy, you're good. Because I'm happy right here, and I'm going to be happy in Houston when I go home 3 hours from now. You know what I'm saying? No matter where I go, I'm going to be happy because I'm okay with myself. I could be in the club with 100 of my people, and I'm happy, or I could be at my house by myself, and I'm happy. You know, and I think that's very important, and I would give that to anybody and tell y'all, man, stop trying to fit in with certain groups of people, you know, and the coolest people ain't always gonna be the smartest people, you know, and a lot of times I've seen with my own eyes, I was one of them growing up. I got involved with the wrong people, I got arrested. Luckily, I had my mom and dad, you know, they stepped up and they made sure that I didn't go through what I should have went through. You know, it put me in a situation where I had to get a job at an early age, and I worked all summer, and I ended up giving my mom and dad the money back that they ended up spending on my attorneys and fees and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Because I told my dad, I was like, I feel like it's unfair that at the time my dad was working night shifts. I was like, I feel that it's unfair that you got to work all night, then come home instead of being able to go to sleep, you got to take me to court. You know what I'm saying? You got to talk to my lawyer. You got to make sure everything is good. And luckily, I was underage, so it didn't follow me my whole life. But that was very important for me, and I learned that. Well, I was just doing things just because it was cool. Like I didn't even care. I wasn't doing it to try to fit in. I was just doing it because I thought it was cool. Like, oh, we're gonna go ride around in a stolen car. That's cool. Let's go do it. You know what I'm saying? But after everything happened, I asked myself, I was like, I would have never got up and went and stole the car to drive around. You know what I'm saying? So why did I jump in a stolen car knowing it was stolen? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I got to start making better decisions. You know, so that's when I learned how important decisions are. Like something I could do today that seems like not that big of a deal could really affect the rest of my life.
That was one of the biggest things my dad used to say all the time is the decisions that you make today will affect you in life. You feel me?
And that's why I want the youth to know. That's
Some new dog. Where that Snoop clothes? Sneak in the girl door, I'm hiding the clothes. She from the step team, you know I'm in the dolls. Work out booty, yeah, they ain't nothing silicone. Give her the vitamins, but she don't get minerals. All my niggas tapping, reppin' fraternities. All my girls tapping, reppin' sororities. Tell that girl, you don't rap more than me. Tell that you don't rap more than me. Drop.
I talked a lot back to you being happy with yourself. You have to accept yourself, you know, and accept that sometimes the people that you think are cool and the people that you think like, yeah, that's what's up, like, bro, maybe it's not. Or maybe it's just not for you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's cool to, you know what I mean? Right. My homeboy, he's still, to this day, he's still coming in and out of prison for stealing cars. That's his thing. He don't mind. But I done sat down and had a conversation with him. He told me he's okay with it. Yeah. He's accepted life for that, for the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. And I'm like, bro, you can come over here with us and we got businesses and we done grew. Yeah. And he like, you know what he said?
Don't that hurt you, bro?
Bro, he looked me dead in my eyes and he said, I'm proud of you, bro. He said, I'm glad you made it out the hood. I'm glad you're doing good. And I'm glad your kids are good. He said, but I'm doing what makes me happy. You gotta respect it. I gotta respect it. I gotta accept it. At the same time, now I know when I see you,
yeah, that's it.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep it going, bro. I don't know what you know.
Nah, that's respect, bro, and that's what you call growing up to a grown man. You know, some people be put in positions to be grown up at an earlier age than others, man. And from what I hear with Tony, it's like you already making a lot of manly decisions at an early age. You know, right around with Miguel. You know what I mean? So, you know, a lot of people may think you guys just, you know, just rise to the occasion. They might not know y'all from what neighborhoods. They might think y'all from Double Oaks or from, you know what I'm saying, all the Woodlands. You know what I'm saying? What's that, Mount Olympia, you know what I'm saying? You know, so, you know, since y'all see these two success stories, excuse me, we got a little tongue tied. Can y'all give us one adversity? A piece between y'all before we get out of here, because I don't know what the time looking like. We good? But you know what I'm saying? Because I want to, like, you when you came in here, you was on this, man, we here to teach the youth. We're not here to just talk. We gonna talk some real shit, you feel me? And so, you know, I can talk all day, but you know, this y'all segment. So I need y'all to let, you know, give them, you know, some jewels a piece. You know what I'm saying? To go to you first, whoever, it doesn't matter.
I just say, before you find a friend that can help you find yourself first. Okay. You know, and that way you got that little. It's like finding a girlfriend.
Yeah.
You gotta put yourself together
before
before you invest that other time to somebody else.
Respect. That's respect, because a lot of people do jump in relationships and they ain't fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
that's respect.
That's all that's how I found it with him too as well. Because like again, he got stuck into where I opened the store first and stuff, and he was always there. We'll watch one day.
I'm glad you said that, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I was told we got a little more time, man, and, you know, I was going into that, you know what I mean? But I want you to give me your jewel, and then we got to understand how you came from the trunk to a stove.
No,
man, really, bro, it's like, life is simple. You know what I'm saying? Life is so simple. And like Unc said earlier, man, sometimes the answer's right there in your face, but you just so desperately looking for it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, look, I'm a spiritual person. A lot of people know what these are. A lot of people not gonna know what these are. My religion is Yoruba religion, so I follow my religion. My religion is not about right or wrong, you know, and that's another story. But it's about just being spiritual and accepting things for what they are. You know, so it makes life a lot easier to be able to live like that. And then that way you can do whatever you want, bro. Everything you do it for yourself. You know, don't do it for your parents. Don't do it for nobody. Don't do it to make somebody proud. Don't do it because you think that's what they want. Just do it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you're the one that has to either you gonna pay the price or you the one that's gonna win. But it's you. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you do. It's the same thing like when you're in the streets. If you're in the streets, you're gonna accept you in the streets. You're gonna move like you're in the streets, and when them people come and get you, you're gonna go sit down like you're in the streets because you chose to do that. Don't go and tell on people and point your finger and do all this and that once you get caught up. That's what you wanted. Because when you go to college and you're a basketball player, any kind of you get $1 million, $10 million bonus or whatever it is, you don't go back and thank nobody in the hood for putting you onto that $10 million contract. You take credit for that because of your hard work, your determination, everything you do, you take credit for it, right? So whenever you're doing bad, take credit for that too. Because that's what makes you a man. That's part of making you a man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all want to claim to be a man, you want to claim this, claim that, but you ain't got nothing to stand on behind it. You know what I'm saying? So really, like I said, it's really to the youth, man. Just understand that you are you. There's no reset in life. there's no my bad, give me another chance, none of that.
Yeah, so this ain't Grand Theft Auto.
Nah.
Man. You can't come back. Once some stars run up, they up there. You can't knock them down. You can't put no cheat code in.
None
of that.
You know?
Okay, so like I was saying, bro, you was telling us you was on that pop trunk game, you know what I'm saying, with these t-shirts, man, you know what I'm saying? What gave you the dream and the inspired you to go get in the storefront? And where was your first location?
Our first location was over there where he was at Louder and
Westfield.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was our first location.
Shout out all these Westfield, man. We used to play against the bars, man.
He was out there first, you know, man, bro, I'm gonna open the store, and I was, you know, running around doing what I was doing. I was like, shit, do it, bro. You need help, whatever you need, you know what I'm saying? And he ran it for a while, and then he was like, bro, he's like, my thing is printing, bro. He's like, I want to just print. He's like, I don't want to deal with customers. That's what you do.
Yeah.
He's like, you deal with customers. He's like, I don't want to sit here and ask her what color you want. How many you want? You want them right here or right here? Or right here or right here? He's like, just give me the paperwork of what they want. It's already paid for it. I'm running.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, then let's do that.
And see, that's what a lot of people don't understand about when it comes down to a team. A team is, and a business is, whatever your weakness is his strong suits, your strong suits is his weaknesses. Yeah. Or it could be your strongest is his strongest and his weaknesses, whatever the case may be. But you want to kind of find somebody that, hey, like you say, hey, let me get in the back. I'm good at printing this stuff. You talk to the people if that's what their strong suit is. And that's why a lot of people are not successful, because they have a selfish mindset and they don't want to think team, they think self. You feel me?
Man, sometimes, look, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I personally think sometimes people don't even know they're being greedy, or they don't know that they're acting out of pocket because that's the environment that they've been in. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, I tell people all the time, bro, I know everybody's not gonna like me, and I know that, and I'm okay with everybody not liking me. But if you gonna go around saying you don't like me, or if you gonna go around saying things about me, then you owe me a conversation.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying?
That's mean.
You owe me 30-minute conversation.
Real mean.
Let's sit down and have a 30-minute conversation. At the end of that conversation, if you still feel like you don't like me, then you don't like me. We could either agree to go our different ways, and we could throw hands real quick and get, you know what I'm saying, and get it out the way, depending on how much you don't like me. But you owe me a 30-minute conversation before I speak on anybody's name. And then, like I said, I'm speaking to the youngsters. Before you speak on anybody's name, you have to have a reason to speak up on their name. You just can't, because you said he a hater, now he a hater. No, because I don't know what you did to him. Because at the end of the day, I know him. I know him. You know what I'm saying? I know how he move and I know how he move. So if you come and tell me you did this to him and he did this to you, in the back of my head, I already know. The only way he gonna react to this is if you did something to him, bro. So you can't come and tell me that you're innocent and for whatever reason, man, come on, man.
That's how I started with the t-shirt.
Yeah, bro.
The t-shirt stuff too, because he was just, for a while, he was just, I'm gonna print this design. By the time you know, he already had like 5 designs in the trunk.
Big guy, do me a favor and lock that door so nobody pop in, so I ain't gotta pop nobody. Appreciate that.
Yeah, that's something I know.
Yeah. Good topic.
Yeah, but that's, man, you know, like, that's really all it is, bro. You just gotta, and I know I keep saying the same thing, man, but it's so important that I just, you know, I really hope y'all understand what I'm saying. Don't try to fit in with nobody. Don't try to be cool with nobody. And stop forcing relationships. Stop forcing business relationships. Stop forcing real relationships. Because that's your biggest downfall, is forcing relationships. Just because you're cool with somebody don't necessarily mean you're going to get money with them. There's a lot of people that I'm cool with, I'll go on vacation with, I go chill with, I come to their house, we barbecue, whatever, but I am not going to go into business with them. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's not going to work. It might be their business works for them and my business works for me, but I know that their personalities, we can only be around each other so long before we pair.
Oh damn, I feel like a hot shot. Got them red bustin' on me riding in a drop top. Do it for the fans, so I've been working non-stop. They done let a kid before the button even popped off. Lately I've been feeling like the top dog. I'm that nigga who be getting all the shots called. Nutty bitch, let me pull up, get my rocks off. I pull a litty, get it jumping like it's Chris Crow. Really, I'm the big dog. Niggas they be hating, baby, put up too fly. And niggas they be faking, had to read between the lines.
Before we clash. why are we gonna put each other in a bad situation? It's better to not do it. Sometimes the best business to do is not do business at all.
That's true. It's still in the mix right there, bro. Like, you can't hear it, man. If you ain't sopping this up, man, y'all better go get you another biscuit, man. For real, this some real good game y'all giving them, man.
That's
like,
life.
I mean, but they need to hear this. You know what I mean? I hope y'all taking heed, man. So, you know what I mean? In this, you know, y'all, we were saying over there by the pool table about in the textile industries or even in the game period, you were saying that if you don't have any money to try and get into what you're trying to get to, which we're talking about the textile industry right now, you want to, you know, just for somebody that might just be coming home from the penitentiary, somebody that's looking to start, you know, one of the youngsters still in school trying to start their own clothing. Can you guide them to certain avenues of what you were saying?
Yeah, bro, it's easy. Like I said, again, Houston DTF transfers. You know what I'm
number
saying?
one.
That's number one spot. You know, if you order your prints early enough, you have them the same day. You know, type of stuff like that. So this what I tell everybody, bro. It don't really, especially now with ChatGPT, we ain't had that back in the day.
Yes, bro.
So now you can get on ChatGPT, right? Give them a description of whatever image you could think of in your head, right? That's gonna give you the image right there. So all you gotta do from there is shoot that over to us at HoustonDTFTransfer.com, and you could build your own gang sheet. How big of a size you want it, how many of them you want. You can do all of that on that sheet for yourself. You know you're gonna pay. It tells you on there how much you're gonna pay. $12.99, $14.99. Depends how big of a sheet you want. You know, it has a afterpay option. You can pay in payments. So if you get a $30 sheet, you probably like paying like $5, $6 a month or whatever. So you're paying that in payments. You don't even need the whole $30, right?
Y'all hear him, right?
So that's that, right? Then your t-shirts. Depending on how many you want to get, you can go to, like, if you're in Houston or depending where you're at, find you a local spot where you can go buy them. If you're in Houston, you go to Harlem, you get them for about $4 a shirt. You know, so you're going to invest that money. That's going to be the biggest money you're going to need to invest, $4 a shirt. Then you can get your heat press on Amazon. They have Afterpay, they have Klarna, they have all kinds of different methods that you don't need the money right now. You can probably pay $20, $30, $40, you know, depending on how much you spend, and you can have that delivered to you. You know, so you still under $100 and you got your whole setup finna be delivered to your house. You know, before you do any of that, once you got your image, you can put it on a t-shirt. We call it a mock-up. You go to Google, get your plain black white shirt. Take your image, you place it over your shirt. Now you can show everybody in your social media what you're selling and what it's gonna look like. That's free. That right there is 100% free. So if you put that on your social media and you market that and you let everybody know, I plan on printing these shirts in 2 weeks, I'm taking pre-orders. Pre-orders, I'm doing $20, $30 instead of $35, $40, whatever you charge. So once you get your money for your pre-orders, you use that money to go buy everything you need to buy. So now you're in business, and all you need to do is just put your brain to work, you know, get your ideas in order, and then run with it. You know, so once you get them first couple of shirts sold, because you got everything in payments, you can either keep making your payments and keep flipping your money, or you can just pay everything off that you got in payments from the beginning, and now you're back at square one, but now you own your heat press. Now you own, you know, whatever other tools and machines you might have bought. Now you own your own stuff. You know, so now you already winning,
bro. You just
you
gave
don't
them,
need nothing. You don't need nothing.
You just gave them some game that if they don't make them at least $500 a week off of at the minimum,
that's
you can.
Like at the minimum, bro.
And I'm talking to,
and like what he told y'all, like basically, like I do numbers real quick. He said 40, 60, 40. 20 and whatever you choose to spend on your game sheet, like $500, like you making at least a $300 profit off of what you spending on it.
And it all depends, bro. Because if you really like, okay, say the kids who are in school, they're into sports and stuff like that, bro. You play football and you get the whole football team to like your design, and now the whole football team want to buy it. Now mom and dad gonna want to buy one because they want to support you. You know what I mean? Little brother want one, little sister want one. Now you have people asking and requesting, when you gonna drop the next? When you gonna do this? When you gonna do that? That's when the same coaches, teachers, and all that stuff. We have Valentine's Day coming. Oh, we have it. Now you starting to get your own little clientele. You know what I'm saying? You get your own, and it all comes from nothing, bro.
So like without the Mud Millionaires, my little nephews, they got a little clique called ATM game, all about the money or whatever. It's about 30 to 40 of them little motherfuckers, right? They seen me with the Out the Mud Millionaire shirt, and it's like, make me a shirt. Yeah. When I made one, I made them 10 to 20 more for all of them, and I put their little names on the back or whatever, but I just had to say that because that's how I was able to branch this out like that.
And that's when you get your other people who say, oh, that's you made that? Hey man, can you make me this? Hey, I have an idea, you know what I'm saying? Right. Then when you start feeling that motion, and you get happy and you proud of yourself because you feel like you're doing something positive, but you don't be surprised. You be at the gas station pumping gas, you see a taco truck, now you're gonna want to run over there. Hey man, I can make you some hats, I can make you some aprons, I can make you this, that, you know what I'm saying? Because at this point now you feel like you're making money. You know what I'm saying? I'm a clothing designer, I do this, I do. You know, so now you promoting and pushing yourself, and it all comes from a dream, bro.
That's dope.
And that goes for anything. I don't care if you want to wash cars, bro. They got a kit at AutoZone. You go buy a bucket of, you know what I'm saying? It comes with the sponges, it comes with everything you need.
This dude telling y'all so much game, bro. It's crazy,
You don't
bro.
just have to be clothes.
It's crazy,
bro. You can sell, bro. You got people that sell wigs.
Yeah.
To people that have hair.
Got hair.
Man, don't tell me about not being
People
able to
got dreads and put wigs on top of dreads. I don't understand, bro. What we looking like?
Timid, look, I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it, all about it till we spoke in person. Don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough, toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up? Another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go, got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA4. All the kids sing along like EIO. Every time when they see my show, thinking that it happened overnight, yeah, didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed.
Like Big Dog, good.
So we good, man.
Yeah, we good. We had an hour. I would say we was gonna do about like 35.
Yeah,
we good. We
Pass back.
passed out.
Yeah.
We good. We good. I'll wrap it up then.
Nah, it's up to shit.
Yeah, talking, man.
Oh, that comes right. I ain't shit. It's cool. Yeah, I don't want y'all to late too long. But nah, it's all over here. I'm here.
No, we ain't time for this.
My chill spot. This my I kick it. Yeah, but nah, bro. Like I say, bro, if y'all not paying attention to this game, man, y'all lame. Like real talk, man. So jump back into the music. You know what I'm saying? Well, who was the first major artist that you rubbed shoulders with?
First major artist, I want to probably say,
I didn't do it, my.
we did some things, probably like Trey, you know?
Okay.
Maybe probably Trey, Zero, and all that when we used to do, yeah. When we used to be, Zona Latina Make It Rain promotion, shout out to them. You know, they said she showed us a whole bunch of, Miss Daly showed us a whole bunch of love. You know, she was always one of the ones, when I was in the music industry, she was one of, you want to do an event? She's like, anybody, y'all need J-Dog's number, she had plugged in with everybody.
That's the thing about in Houston, man. Nobody, they got some gatekeepers out there that really be on some not passing information like this, but the majority of the real solid ones, they don't mind doing that, because when I reached out to Dion, and I was letting them shout out Dion, I had let them know that I started the podcast, and I was like, man, I need, I'm gonna need some people from the city to come out this way, He instantly shot me J-Dog and K-Reno number, you feel me? And he ain't have to do that, you know what I mean? So that's what we need, and I only like bigging up positive things, and when people do good things, somebody to help me out, because I want y'all to understand that you can help someone out just by saying how you doing. You know what I'm saying? We walk past people daily that got so much on their shoulders and so much on their brains, just this much, just right there at the edge of snapping. And just a kind word like how you doing, bro, or whatever the case may be can change that whole outcome. You know what I mean? I done been in presence of killers that, you know what I'm saying, I even got into it with the killers, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, before I got to it physically, you know, I'm all on the phone and I'm like, you know what I'm saying, let me calm down and reapproach the situation. And, you know what I'm saying, didn't even see that person as one of them types, you know what I mean? I'm thinking, I'm a big dog, like, you ain't dick, you know what I mean? And I approached the situation on a positive level, he approached it at a positive level. He locked up right now, he killed the 2 brothers and his sister and his baby mama. Feel me? Type shit, you feel me? So, it's just, you know what I mean? Like, we don't know what's on people's minds, bro. So that's why, once again, youngsters, you know, when he was saying about the decisions that you make, just the kind words that you speak, and watch what you speak into the atmosphere, man, because a lot of that shit will come back to bite you, whether it's good or bad. It's a lot of things that we used to speak that we say that we wanted, and that's why you see us having. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of things that we said that was bad that happened to us too. You know, so, you know what I mean? So you gotta watch what you speak in that atmosphere, man.
That's true.
Real talk is true. The universe is real.
It'll come back to you, man. Like real talk, man. So like let's expound on Trill Spill, man. Let's give them the reason y'all came up with Trill Spill, bro.
Man, that was something me and my boy Dion, man. I wish he was here. He had to
shout out,
he had some things to do. He couldn't make it, but we were sitting there one day, man, and he got me into podcasting. This, you know, I'm a behind the scenes type of guy. I'm not used to being in front of the cameras and all that. And he used to tell me like, bro, we gotta do something. You gotta let these people hear you. And I used to tell him, bro, when I go live on Facebook, I get like 2 or 3 views. Like, bro, ain't nobody trying to hear me. He's like, you'd be surprised. And he was like, well, look, I don't know how many, he had a couple of thousand people on his platform. I got a couple of thousand people on my platform. He was doing a radio show. And he's like, you can come over here and I promise you're going to get at least a couple of 100 views. He's like, a couple of thousand views just because of the people that follow me. So I'm like, bro, I guess whatever, you know. At that point, it was another one of the things, like, is this going to help you out in any kind of way? He's like, no, I just had somebody cancel on me and I just need somebody to talk about it. I guess, I said, come on, Tommy, let's go. Always, Tommy's like, where we going? Podcast. He said, I ain't never done one. I said, me neither. He said, fuck it, let's go. You know, so we end up going over there. Man, he said, he was like, I think like a week later, 2 weeks later, he's like, bro, the numbers came in, like it was actually jumping. He's like, people was feeling that. So then he tried to get me to come back, and I was like, man, you know, come on, let's go run it again. We ran it again. And we actually had people calling that time. And I was like, man, wait, people, you're not just saying that. Like, nah, people really rocking with me. He said, bro, I'm telling you. So I said, all right. So he started getting me in different podcasts, doing different things, you know, the movie, the magazine, bro. He done did so much for me, and it's like, and like you said, how do you do all these things? Bro, literally, people do it for me. You know what I'm saying? My phone rings, like, say, bro, I got you on a magazine. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, bro, you gonna get an interview, they gonna come out here, they gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, that's fire, that's what's up, you know, and it's just things like that people do for you, and it's like, that's running, you know what I'm saying? So, when we started, the concept was just, you know, I was like, bro, I don't care about, like I told you earlier, bro, I don't give a fuck about social media. I don't care about what nobody else is doing, how much money they got. I don't care about the news. I don't care about none of that. You know, I care about that single father who's sitting in his house, lights off, maybe disconnected, maybe they just turned off, you know, with that tool in his hand, thinking about taking his life because he can't make ends meet. He don't know how he gonna take care of his family. He don't know how he gonna feed his kids. He don't know how he gonna turn the power back on. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm worried about, bro. That's what I'm trying to reach out to.
Man, I hope y'all learn some game from that. At least learn how to make a little change from that.
He said $200.
$200. You go get some credit on these people. Like you pay credit with this person to get your shirts.
$200.
Credit with this person to get your print. Credit with this person your logo. Pay that off, and you can get $1,000 off of $200. Man, shout out to my boy Miguel.
That's a good deal.
Say, man, get with TR Apparel ASAP, man. What? Bro, and I seen him, bro. He went from being a music promoter. That's like I say, that's how I met him, being a music promoter. put me in the shows with all the big names of H-Town, you feel me? To going to a clothing store, you feel me? Man, he like even got a cleaners, bro. He like the Mexican George Jefferson, man. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, bro. Shout out to my bro, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tony, the t-shirt guy, bro. Cause if it wouldn't be for a real friend like that person, bro, I don't even know if Miguel would be able to do it. Man, you gotta have a real friend, bro. Matter of fact, I don't even think y'all got friends if y'all have a friend like Tony, the t-shirt guy, man.
They ain't support what you do.
Man, like for real, bro. So, once again, man, if y'all don't tap in with TR Apparel just to get some game from them, man, matter of fact, skip that. Go check out their podcast called Trill Spill. Shout out to them boys for winning #1 podcast last year, you know what I'm saying? That's some fire things, man. Hopefully we can at least be in the runners this year with y'all. If not, I'm glad I know y'all, you know what I'm saying? But look, DJ Red, take us out of here.
It's Dead in the Mix, the show. Make sure you like and subscribe. Until next time, it's DJ R3dd.
Southside, 3 on the end, no E on the end. Dead in the Mix, the show.
Yes, sir. I'm the 3.
I'm the 3.
I'm the 3.
No, I was the 3.
I'm the 3.
I was the 3. Well, nah, really, I'm the 2nd. But you know what I'm saying? I'm from the South End, so I had to put 3 on the end. And we out this.